man, tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, and the pastor.
The magic man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with a quick video. I'm gonna look at the time and try to make this quick, at least under 5 minutes. People, this is scary. People, this is scary. And people, I've changed my mind about something about Djokovic that I said about him. Now, it wasn't so much that I feel that I was wrong what I said, but it's that he's changed. You may be saying, well, Magic Man, what is that? People, even in Djokovic's peak, when the Djokovic was just beating everybody, racking up major after major, people saying he looked like the best ever, even in his peak between 2011 and 2016, people asked me, Magic Man, do you think Djokovic would catch Federer as far as slams? And I say, you know what? If I had to bet, I would bet that he would not. And I know there's a lot of factors. Federer could win more. And Federer, he did get the 20. I said Djokovic could get injured. All kind of things. There could be a new Djokovic come, a new Federer, a new Nadal. Some new superstar tennis player comes and take over tennis. You know, all kind of factors can happen. But the number one reason why I said that I would bet Djokovic won't become as great as Federer and win more majors than Federer is because he really doesn't care, okay? And that was back then, and people, even Djokovic said that. And even some Djokovic fans said they sort of agree with that Djokovic, he sort of was like a freelance guy. Like, he could go to the God mode, but Djokovic really didn't feel a lot of pressure from expectations, from the expectation of being great the way a Federer felt maybe the pressure to be like the GOAT. Now here's another thing is here, people, is that I also made a video saying that Federer is arguably the GOAT because he wants to be the GOAT. People, listen, when Federer won his first major, he didn't have to say it. You knew Federer wanted to be greater than Pete Sampras. He wanted to be the best ever. He wanted to be the greatest ever. Like Michael Jordan wanted to be the greatest ever. You can tell it. Muhammad Ali, well, Muhammad Ali said it loud. He wanted to be the greatest. I even told people Nadal doesn't really act like he wants to be the GOAT, even to this day. And many Nadal fans, when I made that video, I thought a lot of Nadal fans was going to come back at me. They said, you know, Magic Man, you were actually right. Nadal's personality, and one Nadal fan broke it down. He said Nadal was really humble. Well, you can want to be the GOAT and still be humble. But they were saying Nadal wants to be great, but he doesn't care if he go down not greater than Federer. And so, and I sort of, even to this day, I don't think Nadal would like, and Nadal actually said this, people, like a month ago. He said, if I break Federer's record as far as majors, so be it. If I don't, Nadal said, I'm happy with my career. See, you ain't gonna hear Federer talk like that. No. Federer wants to be the GOAT. Now, Federer does say, hey, he's at a stage that he know he can't win as many majors as he used to, and that's different. But Federer still wants to be the GOAT. Now, you may say, well, Magic Man, what's this got to do with Djokovic? People, for the first time, I listened to Djokovic's post-game news conference yesterday, well, Sunday, evening or whatever it was, yeah, after the big match. Djokovic said he does want to break Federer's record. But now he talked pragmatic and realistic. He said, I got to stay healthy first. And people, now Djokovic got the desire. That's what it is. People, Djokovic used to didn't really have the desire to be the GOAT. Now somebody may say, well, Magic Man, you crazy. What you mean Djokovic didn't have the desire? He always had the God mode since 2011. People, just because you have the God mode, yeah, the Djokovic had that God mode and could go to another level and beat Nadal and Federer easily, but still, that don't mean he wanted to be the GOAT, though. Yeah, he just happened to go to the God mode and be playing well and racking up majors. But you can tell Djokovic, see, I thought that was to his advantage somewhat because he didn't have his mind set on being the GOAT. It sort of freed him up. Where a guy like Federer who wants to be the GOAT, you can feel that more pressure. Okay, so and for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying about See, people, you can want to be great. Now, I think Naomi Osaka wants to be the great, but I don't know if Naomi Osaka really wants to be the GOAT. See, Serena Williams wants to be the GOAT. Y'all see what I'm saying? Serena wants to be greater than Margaret Court, and you can tell it. She don't have to even say it. Serena she wanted to be the greatest of all time. I'm not sure even Naomi Osaka. I do think Naomi Osaka wants to be great. She knows she's going to be great, but is Naomi Osaka really saying, I want to be the greatest of all time? Probably, I don't think so. Now, that could change. And if it changes, I'd do a video on it. I think Naomi Osaka right now, she does want to be great. But what's scary, let's get back to Djokovic, people. Djokovic now, he has the desire to be the GOAT. Oh, wow. Now, put that desire with the God mode. Now, listen. Put that desire. See, that's probably why he beat Nadal worse than we even thought he would beat Nadal. Because not only does he have the God mode, he got the desire to be the GOAT. So, and not only that, I think for the first time, I think Djokovic, not only does he think he's a better player than Nadal and Federer, I think he thinks that he's greater than them now, okay? Or can be greater. He may think he's greater. That's sort of tricky for me right there. Now he's not saying that. Of course, Djokovic ain't gonna come out and say, I'm greater than Federer and Nadal. But I think he's believing it. And that's all right. That's not being arrogant. He's believing he's greater, not a better player. I'm talking about greater. That Djokovic, I think for the first time, people, this is scary. This is Halloween scary. Man, listen, the Djokovic thing that he can be, that he's believing now that he is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. People, that's scary. Put that believing that he's the greatest of all time with the God mode that y'all saw when he crushed Nadal the other day. Man, that is scary, people. And so you may say, well, Magic Man, you say you change your mind about, okay, what do you change your mind about now? Do you think that Djokovic can be the GOAT now? Of course now. See, because people, y'all gotta understand something about me. This is the believing channel. This is the greatness channel. I look at a person's belief. I don't care how many majors you got. I want to know how you believe in and all that. What's mentality like? What's your desire? See, I need to know that, because once I know that, I can tell you probably how many slams Naomi Osaka's gonna win. Okay? Like, look at Serena Williams. She believes, she wants to be the GOAT. You know how psychologists tell you, you create what you believe. So look at Serena Williams. That's why she got 23 and probably get 24, because she really believes it. Okay, people? And let me see if there's anything else. There's some other stuff I want to say, but I'm going to cut the video. So, yeah, Djokovic got the desire, not just the God mode, not just the talent to be the GOAT, not just the skill to be the GOAT. Now he has the belief that he, not to be, see, that's another thing. I believe now, he just don't, I think now, he just doesn't believe he's the GOAT, believe he can become the GOAT. I think now, he believes he is the GOAT. That's tricky. That, now, I'm not, you know what, that could be. Listen, if he doesn't believe he's the GOAT, now he's believing he can be the GOAT. Okay, that's interesting though. I don't know. I may want to take that back a little. Does Djokovic right now believe he's greater than Federer? He did say the other day now that, he said he's still far behind Federer in majors. So if you ask me, did that sound like he believes he's greater than Federer now? That didn't sound like he believes he's greater than Federer now. But he believes that he can become greater than Federer. I'm for sure about that. Okay, people, he has the desire to become greater than Federer as far as majors is concerned, for sure. Okay, people, just want to throw that out. Video went longer than I wanted it. Tennis Preacher, Prophet, Psychic, signing off. Have a good one.
Man, Tennis Preacher, the Prophet, the Psychic, and the